Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. And welcome back to the Operation Hill 100 Hearts channel where we do what? Focus on healing, humor, and hot mother freaking topics. If you are tuned into this segment of my channel, you are now tuned into the Hot Topics segment, which is where I do a number of my show reviews. And today I am sad to announce, although we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. We are now at the season finale of the Barnes Bunch, episode 8, and I am so mortified. You guys know I have been on this train since the inception, and I truly, truly enjoy this show. So before we get started, let's do some housekeeping. If you are new to my channel, welcome to all my new subscribers. I love having you here. If you have not yet hit the subscription button, please make sure to do so. Afterwards, please hit the notification bell so you can get all of my videos and footage when it drops, and then hit the thumbs up on my video because that is your free way of supporting my channel and getting all of my content out into the algorithm. And last but not least, drop down in the comment section and let me hear your feedback about my Barnes Bunch journey. Let me hear about you following and showing what you felt. Alrighty, let's get into it. It starts off with a so cute 11-week pregnant Ananza. Oh my goodness, I knew it. I'm so happy for them. Anywho, she is knocked up in 11 weeks and definitely showing. It's crazy because I seen a couple of weeks ago, I saw that they were on the Sherry Shepherd show. As soon as she came out with her all black on, she has on something that, it could hide it, but you could see her little belly, her little baby bump. So I was like, oh, go on, Ananza. But anywho, she's 11 weeks pregnant, and of course, all of the pregnancy woes are coming in. Matt is there brushing his teeth, minding his business, and Ananza is like, oh my God, that stinks, that smells disgusting, wash your mouth out, wipe your face, get out, don't exist, never brush again. And Matt is like, girl, you came in here fucking with me, so it was so cute. But anyway, she was basically saying that, the pregnancy is really starting to kick in. She's starting to feel it. And like I said, she was there showing, right? So then they started discussing the engagement party. And they was talking about how, I remember on the last episode, they lost the first venue that they were looking at, the home that they wanted to rent, which was absolutely beautiful. So they were now looking for a new venue and a new home to rent so they can have the engagement parties. And the good news is that Matt did receive an email from, remember the other realtor, Ray hooked Matt up with some other folks that do like this renting program where people can rent these lavish houses out in Beverly Hills, and these people seem to be very good at it. They're a full concierge business, so it was nice. Anywho, they reached out and was like, hey, Matt, we got a list of possibilities. Check these things out. And as a matter of fact, one of the first possibilities they had on the list, Matt seemed to love. So that was a good thing, right? The only issue was Ananza asked Matt, well, what do you think we'll be paying to rent out this space? And Matt was like, I'm thinking anywhere between 30 and 50. So I'm guessing that's anywhere between 30,000 and 50,000 to rent that particular space for that one evening. Woo, child. What the rich people have to worry about. But anywho, Ananza was like, wait, I don't think we should rent that out for all that, babe. That's too much. What I'm thinking is maybe because, this is looking like it could be too much, we should just have a small intimate dinner, so on and so forth. And Matt is looking at Ananza like, bitch, behind the scenes, I'm trying to plan to marry your ass, and you think I want to do that at a small intimate fucking dinner so you could have this to remember and hang it over my head for the rest of my fucking life and I would never hear the end of it? Fuck no, we are renting out a fucking space. It's going to be big and it's going to be beautiful because I want your ass to be happy. Happy wife, happy life. Right? So anyway, of course, he couldn't say that to Ananza because remember, the whole marrying her at the engagement party is supposed to be a surprise. So he's just looking at her like, babe, we're not downsizing our function. This has to be a big deal. Why are you trying to do that? So she was like, okay. I'll tell you what. Let's take a look at the space and let's speak to the realtors and then I'll let you know what plans I want to go forward with. Right? Okay, so next up is in the next scene, they show my girl BJ. Y'all know I love BJ. I love freaking BJ. That's my girl. Beverly Johnson is my girl. So anywho, she shows up on the scene because Ananza has to go shopping for an engagement party dress. So in the process of her shopping for the dress, BJ is going to be there to help her and so on and so forth. So she shows up on the scene at the house. They're like, hey, BJ. Ashton comes in. Hey, grandma, so on and so forth. Ananza leaves the room to take Ashton to do something, and that gives BJ and Matt the opportunity to have some alone time. So BJ is like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? So Matt is like, listen, I'm a little bit apprehensive because, everything is not perfect. And I know Ananza, if her wedding day is not actually perfect, I will never hear the end of this. So I'm getting a little apprehensive. I was going to say comprehensive. I'm tripping. I'm getting a little apprehensive about making this whole thing fall through because I don't want it to not be perfect and Ananza be mortified. BJ, I'm doing this whole thing for her, right? So BJ was like, no, I get it. And Ananza will be mortified if it's not perfect. So he said, do me a favor. I want you to take the temperature. Check in with her and see if I did something like that, what she would feel about it. Basically, right? So BJ was like, okay, let me give my disclaimer though. I could check in Matt and get the temperature and all like that. But if this is supposed to be a surprise for Ananza don't like nobody ruining her motherfucking surprises. So you're best to be clear about what's going on, right? So he was like, okay, just take the temperature. But before you do so, I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know. Let me sleep on it. Okay, cool, right? And the next scene, Ananza, her mom, BJ, and her girls. Oh, they are at the well, I'll call it a bridal shop because it seemed like that's what it was, looking for gowns for the engagement party. So Mariana is there, Shea is there, and Talani is there. Talani is the RZA wife, her friends, and BJ and her. So it was so nice. They walk in, they're like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? They shopping on Rodeo Drive, very pinky in the air. So they like, all right, cool. Let's get it going. Let's see what you like. Boom, boom, boom. So now when Ananza go in the back and they showing her some dresses she might possibly like and so on and so forth, why when they doing that, why is my niece calling me like this and I'm recording? I cannot answer for you. I hope I didn't stop my video. Okay, I have to keep going. Anywho, when they're at the bridal shop and Ananza goes behind the scenes to have some conversation with the people about what dresses they already picked out before she got there, BJ basically starts saying to the friends, like, listen, Matt wants me to take the temperature and see if Ananza would like this, and I'm a little apprehensive because I don't want to ruin her surprise, but at the same token, I don't want this to not go well for her because she wasn't aware of it, because I think she would like to have her 2 cents in the day she gets fucking married, right? So this is the part that kind of threw me for a loop, right? Talani and Mariana basically was like, they didn't think this was a good idea. They was like, listen, I don't think her not being a part of her wedding day is a good idea. I don't think she would like this, so on and so on and so on and so forth. So now Beverly is like, oh my God, I'm between a rock and a hard place. What am I going to do? Should I say something to Ananza? Shea is just fucking sitting there, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I remember when Matt was putting this whole plan together, he called Ray and Gino, and then he called Shea and another one of the friends on FaceTime, and they all was on board thinking it was a good idea for him to surprise Ananza with a wedding. So why when Mariana and Talani is sitting there saying it's not a good idea and Bev is saying she don't know what to do, Shea, why the fuck aren't you saying anything at all? So she's just sitting there. Now, again, I don't know if they edited out what she said, but that irritated the dog fuck out of me, right? Anywho, when they basically were saying all that, Beverly Johnson, BJ was like, listen, I'm going to say something to her because I don't want no smoke if this take place and it don't go how she wanted it to. So now Ananza come out and she got on this gown. And they like, oh, this is so beautiful. You look so beautiful. And I was thinking to myself, that gown, okay, girl. But anywho, she was like, I do like this gown, but it looks a little bit too wedding-ish. Remember, this is not my wedding. This is my engagement party. So BJ was like, speaking about marriage, I need to talk to you. So she basically was like, oh, Matt called me and said to me that at the engagement party, he's planning on marrying you, right? So Ananza was like, what? So she was like, yeah, he's planning on marrying you. Aren't you so happy? And I was like, no, I'm not. Was that supposed to be a surprise? So BJ is like, She was like, so why would you tell me? No, I'm not happy about that. So now everybody in the room is fucking frozen because they like, ooh, key. I think at one point Mariana might have tried to step in and say, no, I think she's sharing Ananza but Ananza shot Mariana. Goddamn, look, Mariana was like, okay, I'm sorry. What did you say, miss, over there? I gotta go, y'all. Everybody crawled into their shell because they saw Ananza was not happy. And BJ was like, okay, well then I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, intentionally do anything wrong. And Ananza was not here for motherfucking BJ. She was like, yes, you did. I don't think you're sorry. I think you did it intentionally. And I was a little taken aback because we never see her and BJ go there. And even if you do see a feisty moment between them, it's really on behalf of BJ. So I was shocked to see Anaza get like that with her mom. But she did give some backstory. She basically said that BJ did the same thing when Ananza was getting married to her kid's father, her first husband. She told that it was a surprise that he was going to ask to marry her. She actually shared the information with Ananza prematurely. So she felt like she was doing this same thing this time to ruin her moment. I was a little confused because I was thinking to myself, I get why you think she's doing it again, but it also is very shocking to think that how close they appear to be, you would think your mom would do something to ruin your moment. So I was a little like, it was quiet all this time before I was recording. But anywho, I'm going to continue talking. So it was like, oh my God, wow. So she was off on BJ. She walked off and you could tell she wasn't having it for BJ. Now I hear them in the background. I didn't think she was going to react like that. No, bitch, you didn't think. Okay, and now y'all done suit me up to say this shit to this fucking girl. Now she ready to knock my fucking head off. And meanwhile, Shea is there not saying two words. And my thing is that even if what I would have expected Shea to say was in that moment try to shed some light on it because she did make it seem like it was a good idea to Matt when he first proposed it to her, or B, say to them like, listen, or say to Matt when she didn't think it was a good idea and he shouldn't do it. But to be all on board with him and smiling and laughing, and they portrayed in the show that Shea and Ananza have the longest friendship there. So if you're telling him this is a good idea, of course he's going to believe you because he has even said in his own confessional, Shea is like a sister to Ananza because she has none of her own. So for you to just sit there and make it seem like to him he doing something good, then sit there in front of them and not say a word when they're trying to downplay it and say it's not a good idea, that made no fucking sense to me. So like I said, maybe they edited what Shea actually did say out. Either way, it annoyed me that she just sat there instead of being like, hey guys, let's be optimistic or something about the situation. So anywho, like I said, Ananza was mortified. And I don't know if it's the pregnancy or what, but Ananza don't have time. Her patience is very short for BS, so she didn't have time to stand there and coddle her mother and try to explain. She just walked off and left BJ standing there. What really hurt me, because it was a sad scene. It was a sad scene. You could see BJ was like, oh my God, what did I do? The friends was like, oh my God, why are we here? And Ananza was like, I'm getting ready to kill every motherfucking body in here. But what made it even more sad was that when she went to the back, she started boohoo crying. And you could see Ananza is classy, so she was trying not to too much fade the black on her mother in front of the cameras. And you can see that BJ really, really felt in her heart that Ananza was hurt. So it was like a touching moment. I felt bad because you don't really see those awkward moments between the two of them. So to see it right there play out, it kind of made me feel a little sad. It was a sad moment. I didn't like it, right? So anywho, and you could also see BJ was mortified that she listened to them, and more importantly, she listened to Matt. But I was a little confused because when it left off, they never showed us where Matt confirmed that's what he wanted BJ to do. The last thing he said to her was, let me sleep on it and I'll let you know. So that's why I was also looking at BJ when Ananza brought out the whole, you did this the last time. I was like, well, did you do it intentionally? Because we never saw Matt give you the actual go-ahead to do it. Whatever, right? We do find out that Matt actually did, though. Because in the next scene, Ananza comes in and, again, very much defeated from the day. I don't know if it's the pregnancy or what, but it just, she just looked so much more sad to me in those moments. But she came in the house and Matt was sitting around and she basically sat down and she was saying to him, like, it started off good and then it went down south. It went way south because Mom revealed you were going to boom, 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 boom. And you know what? In those moments, like I said, I personally love Matt and Ananza together. I feel like they balance each other out. In those moments, you can honestly see where why they're together. Because Matt, again, he's not angry because he's only immature and an asshole when he's angry, because he is angry in that space, and he does love the girl. In those moments, he took the time to be a stand-up guy, which he can be when he's not being an asshole. And he was just like, basically like, Ananza, that's not BJ's fault. That's my fault. That's my fault. I was so nervous and I wanted things to be so perfect for you. So I asked her if she could just please, run it by you to check your temperature and see if it's something you would like. Don't blame her, blame me. That was all me, and I truly only did it with the best intentions. I'm sorry. And I was like, Matt, you better love on your wife. I love that. So she was like, I hear you. Anaza was not featuring that taking place. And like I said, she does probably have some trauma from it happening before. So I guess that's why she was still annoyed. But she just was like, okay, but I still didn't like it. But okay, if you telling me that she didn't mean any harm and you told her to do it, I guess. Right? So he was like, yeah, blame it all on me. And even in his confessional, he was like, BJ loved Anaza so much and Anaza is so important to her. She would never do anything maliciously. That was all me, and I have to own that, right? And he did say that to Anaza as well. So she was like, okay, well, now I'm done with that. No, I do not want to get married at my engagement party. So they was like, well, what can we do? So they was like, okay, well, this is the plan. Let's go to the doctor because we have another doctor's appointment where I have to do all this blood work to make sure the baby is healthy. And what we'll do is we'll still have the engagement party. We'll put the wedding planning and the wedding to the back burner for now. And we'll just focus on the engagement party, letting our friends and family know we're having a happy and healthy baby and celebrate and be pregnant in the moment. So Matt was like, okay, I can get with that program and so on and so forth. And again, they keeping their fingers crossed. Hopefully a girl, hopefully a girl, hopefully a girl. Next scene, Anaza and Matt go to the doctor, and the doctor's a piece of work, Caucasian man, cracked me up. So he basically was like, they ran every test under the sun, and from the looks of things, the baby is so healthy and in good spirits. So that was good. He gave the sonogram. He showed the picture. Boom, 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 boom. Right? So then he was like, so you guys want to know the sex of the baby. So Matt is there like, tell me something good, doc. Tell me something good. And you could tell Ananza at this point is just like, I'm just happy the baby is healthy, because before, where she was so much stressed and she wanted it to be a girl, she just kept saying throughout this whole episode that she just want a healthy baby. Whereas Matt is like, no, we just want a healthy baby girl. Right? Say the G, okay? Hey, Ananza, don't forget that part. The girl. We want that, right? So, anywho, the doctor was like, you guys are having a healthy, beautiful baby boy. Matt was like, say what now, nigga? Ananza was like, okay. Healthy, yay. Woo! 6 boys. Matt was like, nigga, what? Can we pay for a girl? Like, he was mortified. And I'm going to be honest with you, I was fucking mortified for them as well. Because I'm letting y'all know right now, God, please. God has always been very, very good to me. Very good to me. So I know that he is going to extend his goodness to me by eventually, when I am ready to have a baby, or when God sees fit for me to have a baby, he will give me a girl. Because like Ananza and Matt, there is no more after that. I'm going one and done. That's it. And my heart is set on, my sights is set on, my world revolves around having a girl. So God, me and you been cool. I've been keeping up my end of the bargain. Please hold your girl down, because number one, I don't think that I deserve a boy, God. I think I deserve a girl. And 2, Pookie already has a boy. And 3, I want a little Khadijah. And 4, and the most important piece of it all is that I'm only doing this once. That's it. There is no do-overs. So this has to be my beautiful baby girl. And God, I don't want you to get crafty, because I've seen this happen before. Okay, you want a girl, 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 want a girl. So I'm going to give you a boy, but then it might be a transgender. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. And that is no disrespect or shade to anyone in the LGBTQ community. I'm very friendly, familiar, and respectful of that community. I'm just saying, genetically, physically, I want a girl, a beautiful, healthy baby girl. God, please hold me down. I only got one shot up in me. It's me and you, baby. Anywho, they basically said, okay, boom. y'all having a boy, and Matt was like I said, nigga, what? But then, in the process, he saw Ananza like, you know what, listen, it's a healthy baby. That's all I'm happy about, because I cannot stomach another miscarriage. And y'all know I can't stomach another one either. We had that discussion already, right? Maybe I'll tell that here, because I didn't tell that story here. I told it on my Instagram. So maybe I'll give you guys a video of my miscarriage. Lord have mercy. But I'm with Ananza. There can be no more of that. So I think she was just overwhelmed with, look, it's going to be a healthy baby. Matt did come around those moments, and he was like, listen, another shot at the NBA. I got another shot. Listen, hey, let's make it work. So that was good. That was nice, right? And the next scene, they go check out the venue that the guy, Ray, had told them about, told their peoples about, to tell Matt about. And a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful 20,000 square feet. I mean, it was Beverly Hills fabulosity. Beautiful, beautiful home. I think that, if I'm not mistaken, I think the realtor might have said it was worth $65 million, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful home. In any event, Matt and Ananza agreed to rent it out. Ananza was happy about it. Everything was on the roll, right? In the next scene, Matt and Ananza are home. One thing I like about Matt, he does chores. He does chores. I don't care. I love Matt and Ananza. So anywho, he was in there washing the dishes, and Ananza came in to check on him, and he was basically saying that he doesn't think the twins are going to be able to make the engagement party. Now remember, the issue was, which Matt already knew, the weekend of the engagement party is also the weekend that is Gloria's weekend to have the boys, and she usually gives a lot of pushback if he needs to shift and move anything around, right? So he was like, he had been texting her to say, hey, is it possible? Is it doable? And Gloria has been paying him fucking dust, which does not shock me. Gloria got on my nerves on Basketball Wives, and she's getting on my fucking nerves now, third party. Because why? But again, I think that you don't like Ananza, so anything to benefit them as a union, you probably don't want to happen. I don't understand, because from what I hear, you're married to the boy teammate that you was like, grow up, Gloria. So anywho, they both agreed that if the twins couldn't be there, then none of the kids couldn't be there. It's not fair to all the kids. So I was like, I mean, that I hear what they was doing right there. That made sense. And I also like how they basically they make sure that everybody is intertwined as one, as opposed to separating. I even love that a little later in the episode, when they say why the kids can't come, they just basically say the twins are going to be busy that evening. They don't bother to go into, oh, the twins are going to be with their mom. Oh, I can't. I just like the way they handle that. But anywho, when they came up with that idea, they was like, okay, guys, let's call a family meeting. I mean, Matt and I decided to call a family meeting. They called the family meeting. They go in the living room. They all sit down. They like, listen, we have some good news, some bad news. And like I said, they broke down to them, I'm sorry, we wanted all you guys to come, but if everybody can't come, then none can't come. So they was like, oh, man, we really wanted to come, right? And like I told you, they just said the twins will be busy that day. That's it. So the Ava... Well, Ananza's kids were very disappointed, because remember, Ava put together this whole video montage to present to Ananza and Matt as a engagement party gift at the party. But because they're not going, Ava was like, well, I might as well just show y'all the gift right now. And I thought it was so nice, because I assumed that she only had her and the rest of the kids up there. No, she had Ray and Gino. She had BJ. She had some other friends. She had the nanny. I was like, wow, she really went out of her way to get a lot of people to put their input on the video. And they were just saying all these nice things about Matt and Ananza and congratulating them on how happy they was for them. It was even edited good. So I was like, wow, she did really good. Something that I also peeped was that Matt's sister was not in the video, nor was any of her kids, and neither was Matt's dad and his partner, Nancy. So I just peeked at that, okay. Because my whole thing is, they did say that one of Matt's nephews is like frequently around the kids. So Ava could have, if not reached out to him, asked one of the twins to reach out to him. So I mean, there could have been some connection there. And also, it just was a few ways they could have fixed that, even by going through Ray and Gino, but hey, who knows? Like I said, I pray that Matt connects with his family a little more than what we've seen in the show. But granted, it's only 8 episodes and only 1 hour. We don't know how much connecting they're doing. We're just seeing a snippet, so I get it. So anywho, like I said, the montage was so cute. After that, they also said, well, wait a minute, we have some more news for the family meeting. We want to let you guys know that ding, 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 you will be an older sibling. There's a beautiful bouncing baby boy on the way. When I tell y'all, Ava fell the fuck out. Ava was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. And I'm not sure what's going on here because I saw in one part, I think Matt and Ananza, either they believe this or they're just trying to make it seem like they believe this. Either way, I don't know. But they said their whole issue, they feel like Ava's whole issue is not that they're having another baby, but that they're having a boy. And she just doesn't want any more boys because she's the only girl there and she's ready to be a big sister to a sister. I can definitely identify with that because let me give you guys a sidebar, a little story about my own personal life. I am I have three sisters before me, and then it's me, which makes it four girls. The first boy came after me, and then another boy came after him. So seeing as though those are the only two people at that time that was younger than me, I already knew what it felt like to be a big sister, and I knew what it felt like to be one to a boy. So when my mom announced she was pregnant for the last time, I was like, listen, I don't got time for this. I don't need no another little brother. I got two little brothers already, whatever, right? Okay, my mom had been pregnant at this point 3 times already. So with that last fourth pregnancy, Miss P, I gotta hold your feet to the fire. You were a tad bit negligent because she thought she was a pregnancy guru. She wasn't going on to no doctor's appointments and doing no finding out the sex and all that. She just assumed this is what I'm having and this is when I go in labor. Okay, girl, praise God that my younger sibling is healthy because mama love ain't do you right. And that's her baby now. But anywho, she was just basically like, I'm not going to no doctor's appointments. I could tell by how this pregnancy is going. I'm having a boy, right? Once I heard that news, I was like, well, I'm checked out of this pregnancy how Ava was because I already had two little brothers. So I didn't need to have a third one. I know the experience already. Yeah. Protect you and love you. Get on my nerves. Get out my way, right? So I never forget this. Shout out Tabitha Brown. The morning when my mother was going in labor, I was going to school, and they was like, "Oh, you want to go with your mom? She's going to labor." And I was like, "No, I'm good," because basically, like I said, I was checked out. Yeah, she having a boy, right? I'll see her when she get home with the little bundle of joy. So anyway, I went on to school, went about my day. Later on that day, when I'm coming home from school, I'm walking the project, everybody congratulated me. Oh my God, you're a big sister again. Your mommy had a baby. So Tabitha Brown, which is a woman that's from the Plaza, shout out Tabitha Brown. She came up to me and she was like, "Khadija, how you feel about being a big sister again?" And I was like, I mean, ain't nothing ready to write home about. I already got two little brothers, so I know what it feels like. She was like, but it's different when you the big sister of a girl. I was like, I'm sorry? She was like, yeah, you have a little sister. I was like, my mother had a boy. She was like, no, your mother had a girl. I said, my mother had a girl. And from then, my whole style of big sistering really changed. I have to definitely, I can understand why Ava wanted to be, if that is the case, the older sister to a sister, because my sister changed my whole life. My whole life. Every bit of the woman I am today comes from being a big sister to my little sister. I take that role to this very day extremely important. And especially important being the older sister of a girl, because I know I have to lead more by example because she can follow whatever I do. So I've been elated about that title since I had it, which is hence the fact why I want a girl, because I would love to lead by example for my daughter. I can do certain things and implement certain things for my son and be the nurturer and the provider, but he's always going to want to look to be like his dad, right? Where I want a girl because I want my baby to be like me, her mom, right? So God, don't play in my face, okay? I'm doing my part, do yours, okay? Okay now. Anywho, so Ava was boohoo crying, and it was just a sad thing to see. She was mortified. But I think she's going to come around to the idea once the baby get there, because one thing about when new babies come into the household, I don't care if it's a boy, a girl, a cat, or a snake, the whole household just shifts to love on that baby, and it's a beautiful time and a happy time. Right, so boom. Next scene, we are finally here at the beautiful, lavish engagement party. It was decorated very beautifully. Like I said, that home is beautiful that they was having an engagement party in. But can you fucking believe finally the day, in all of the episodes that we watch, I ain't never seen no motherfucking rain, and finally the day of the engagement party is raining, pouring down. I know Anaza was like, now what the fuck? So Matt was like, this some bullshit, yo. But anywho, he arrived at the house first and he's just there. And then And then his peoples come. Guess who's his peoples? None other than Gino and Ray. Where's Steven? Anywho, Gino and Ray is there, and they sit down and they start talking. And basically, Matt is like, listen, I know I haven't been catching up with you guys lately, so let me just give you one, too. Today, we're not doing the whole wedding ceremony. Anaza found out. She was mortified. It's a no-go. Flag on the play. Let it go. There's a foul, whatever other shit they call in basketball, right? That means cut it, right? He was like, the only thing we doing today is focusing on being engaged, being in love, and giving you guys some new news. That's it and that's all. And you know, men, the fellas is like, okay, all right, whatever you want to do, bro. It's cool, it's cool, it's cool. Dap it up, go get dressed, be ready to roll, right? So now the engagement party begins. Boom, boom, boom. They got DJ Quick there. So, you know, it's a good little, nice little party, right? Then Matt stops the party because he wants to give a lovely toast to Anaza. And once again, I love that in the toast, Matt basically said, not only did he say the truth about Ananza, but he let the world know he recognized those things. And I'm going to be honest, right? When you're in a relationship and you love a person like with your whole heart, you go out of your way, and I do mean out of your way, to do things for and with that person to make them feel special, make them feel happy, relieve some of their stress, and make them feel loved, right? And the biggest thing in the world is to know that not only your partner acknowledges that that's what you do, and they're aware that that's what you do, but they actually appreciate that you do it, right? And when he got up there to say his toast, that's basically what he said. I love that he said every great man has a great woman standing beside him, not behind him, beside him. And he basically said that although I'm out in the streets bringing in the income and bringing in the bread, she is there cooking it up and making sure it's right for our family. And for that alone, we are an excellent team, and I appreciate the dog fuck out of her, and I love her. So I was like, Matt, you better fucking work. That's right, Matt. You better work with that. I love it. I love to see it. So that melts in my heart. And you can tell Anaza is always so shy and bashful whenever he gets like that. So it's a beautiful, in my opinion, a beautiful union, right? So after he gave the lovely toast, everybody was like, that was beautiful, beautiful. And he was like, listen, we want to share some news with you guys. Y'all come downstairs. So they went downstairs to the movie room. He like, listen, you guys know we love you, so we just want to let you know that we're pregnant, right? So they like, oh my God. So they was like, okay. So they did basically a gender reveal there for them because remember, they already know what they was having. So they was like, who wants a girl, who wants a boy? Most people hands was up for a girl. The fellas in the back was like, we want a boy, we want another boy, NBA, and all that BS. Anywho, they burst a balloon. The blue sparkles came out. It's a boy. So everybody was all excited. Once again, I'm still there mortified for them because I really wanted a girl for them like I want a girl for me, right? So I'm like, God, now listen, I know you gone now. You play with them, don't play with me, right? So I'm like, oh my God. So anywho, the party ended beautifully. At that point, Matt and Anaza went, and again, they're there in that beautiful house, and he just, he's there hugging her, and he was like, did you have fun tonight? And again, I also love that even though they are engaged and this is about them, I love that Matt knows how important this is for Ananza. So he centered this whole planning process around what would make her happy. And that really, really filled my heart up because I feel like a lot of what Ananza does in their home is to make their home and Matt happy. So they're an excellent team. I loved it. So she was like, babe, it was so perfect. Once again, reciprocating the love, showing the appreciation for what a person did for you. That's what you do when you're in love, baby. Love is a beautiful place. I suggest everybody fall in it because I'm telling you, sometimes I brag a lot about my relationship, and that's only 20%. You just don't know how beautiful it is and how I probably could start crying right now if I talk about it. How good it feels to have somebody hold you up that high, to really appreciate you and love you like that. I wish everybody in the world had experience, right? In a separate video, I'll talk about how you get there because I am there and floating, okay? Shout out to my Pookie. But anywho, so she just like, it was perfect, babe, and all that. And, they hugging, they kissing, and, just embracing and enjoying the moments of. And then now because, oh, do we go to the road, still I can't let go because it's a season finale. Boo hoo hoo. They only gave them 8 episodes. They should have gave them 10. They basically, they just started talking about the season, and they was basically talking about their therapy journey and how it really, really helped and saved their relationship. And although they still have a lot more of healing to do, they are in such a better place. They talked about their blended family and how beautiful it is to be able to all come together, how he truly loves her kids, how she truly loves his kids, and how they truly love each other. And then they also talked about having a brand new baby on the way and what that looks like for the future and how they plan on doing it together and staying a family. So I enjoy. When I tell y'all I enjoy the Barnes Bunch, don't get me wrong. I like reality show drama. I like to be turned up. I like when it's going down. But I also love shows with real storylines about good things, right? Because even though I like the shows that have the drama-filled storylines, when that drama is real, I like it. But drama is not the only thing in the world. It's also love, right? And I love to see reality shows that showcase that real love and not just a storyline. And you can feel all up and through all 8 episodes of this season that Matt and Anaza through it all love each other. And it's not easy. It's not easy to stay committed and in love, and to do the work and to maintain good spirits and to support and care and love and all of these other things that you have to do to maintain your relationship. But it is doable. And even though it's not easy, if you have a good spouse and a good partner, they make it all worthwhile. So Matt and Anaza, I loved you guys. Have me on All the Smoke, Matt, so I can talk about all the reviews I did and an overall recap of your season with you. I would love to do that. But in any event that I don't get the opportunity, I truly enjoyed you guys' show. I pray they bring you back for a season 2. I want to see after Anaza have the baby. I want to see a household with 7 kids. I want to see what it looked like with Matt making all the millions and billions. I enjoyed the show and I can't wait to see what's next. Once again, you guys, if you're new to my channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Hit the thumbs up on this video. More importantly, drop down in the comment section because there's quite a few of you who have been on this journey watching this show with me. So let me know what you think now that we've come to the end. Do you want to see them get a season 2? Did you enjoy this season? What were your season highs? What were your season lows? I really enjoyed you guys participating in the conversation with me. I appreciate it, and more content to come. I love you guys. Enjoy your weekend and enjoy your day. Hopefully I stopped the video.